together nowadays through Christ our Lord. Amen. In the name of the Father, and of the Son, and of the Holy Spirit. Let me start by actually thanking the organizers of this event. Our brother, who is leading the Idegwu committee, Mr Alphonsus Ahanna Ejidike, our sister, Achina Idegwu, and all the other people as well. Another is here. Also, I want to thank each and every one of them because they are the ones that have made this possible. The business summit is a very important event because we bring people who have knowledge, who have experience, to talk to people who are looking for knowledge, who are looking for that experience. And the result is that they prepare for the future. And we eventually get the result of that. Maybe 5 years, 10 years, when people who have listened very well, people who have experience, who have knowledge, we take up all those things and use them in a practical manner. It is to the benefit often enough of the youth. The essence of this is to share knowledge. So the organizers have worked very hard to bring knowledgeable people to come and talk to. I actually expected the hall to be full like this because the information they are giving you, if you were out there in Lagos and other places, for you to enter this hall where the business summit is going, you would have paid at least some 250,000. They will not be easy. They will not be easy. So that you've been invited and some people have taken care of the cost to say you should come and listen because this is something that should impact your future. What you learn here today can make a whole lot of difference to your future. I expected more of our youth to be here to listen to those who have the knowledge, who have the experience, so that they can learn. The world is ruled by knowledge. What you don't know, even if it's farming you want to do, there's a way to go about it. Whatever it is you want to do, you need knowledge, you need experience. And when people who have the knowledge and experience say, come, let's share that knowledge with you. You should be keen in presenting yourself so that you will learn. All the people that are there and all the other speakers, they will share knowledge with you. There will also be people who have the experience who will also join. We sharing this, what we are coming here to do is to share knowledge and encourage you to make a success of your lives. Learn something and use it to make a big success of your lives. Because others have done it before. It is important. It is better that someone, rather than give you the 1 million naira, can give you an advice, a business advice that is 150 million. If you pick up that advice and go and do something, you will know that if they placed 1 million this way and placed the 50 million naira business advice, some other people who who are greedy will go and pick up the money. But someone else who is very wise would rather pick that 50 million business advice. Because when you now use it, and when you come back, let's say 5 years time, tell two of them to come back and tell you the experiences. You discover that the person who picked up that business advice, the package containing business advice, will do a whole lot better. In 5 years, the person who picked it just a 1 million naira will not be anywhere near the person, but this will have exploded by using the wisdom contained in the pack of business advice. Very good business advice. A lot of people you see today, all the innocents of this world, all the Australians of this, they started very small. Very small. People advised them. Someone like Innocent will tell you the story of how he started just selling motorcycle parts. Motorcycle parts. He was in business like that. That's how he started. That's what he could do. With his brother. His brother gave him, introduced him to selling of those parts. But a lot of other business advice came along with it. That's just the point I'm making. When you see these people, you think that, no, they didn't fall from the sky. They started from the ground, and they built up whatever they did up. And it's those kind of ideas we say, come today, let's share with you. We don't know those who will become innocents in 20 years time. But we're telling you how they started. Yes, from selling those parts, then he started doing shuttle to Lagos to go and buy them and come to Navy and sell. But after some time, he started saying, well, for somebody who has been blessed, but like, innocent is a genius. He is blessed. He works like a genius. So he started thinking that, oh, this motorcycle, I can actually assemble it. So he started by assembling old motorcycles. So you go to the dentist, buy those parts, come back to the assembly. I started selling real motorcycles. That's how it started. So you come here and we're going to tell you it is important to borrow those business ideas which they are giving to you free today. So you know how to start. You know how to start. Some of the ideas we get today are things that can make you successful. Very successful. So we leave it at that. And we allow the speakers to share their knowledge, and then we'll come back to it. Back to what they said. Again, I thank all the organizers, really thank you, because it's not easy. It's patriotism that's made you think about this and doing it. It takes a lot of energy, a lot of running around, and I really want to thank you. Allah continue to bless you. Any effort, anybody can make, or Achina, I believe it goes back to you and your family. Allah and from generation to generation. Now I think that I problem. And you came out of the way to be here. I wish the people who are talking to appreciate what it takes for people to come and do. Not only in the compulsory, all the people who want to be patriotic, come and share something with my Achina brothers and sisters. That's why we are here. So nobody's paying anybody for it. But we expected more of it and to listen and listen very well. Like I've said, everything back then, out of patriotism fashion. Allah and continue from year to year. Now we're going to have Jesus Christ.
push, hapo ego, kwa push ego. Ya mbona unanielewa? Ile pale na hall yetu. Kama ni toka aende, utaye ya barai hivi. Barai kwa moto, acha. No, ana gani no za ni ngara bichi ya na batambe na gani mana echere mwa speaker keynote speaker bata bichi una na bata mmadụ niile ahụ ndị onye keynote speaker bata ọrụ ndị bai so I get a musical interlude wele ni bata onye akpapa akacha mụ batazie onye ahụ onye achị ọ na ali oge abịa akpara achị etu mmadụ ga-esi adị ka anyị na-eche na-eche interlude isi ka anyị na-recognize na e nwere onye bụ ndị ọzọ nọ na ihe a gbagara ọkụ onye bụ onye mgbasa ozi nyere dis kọmiti niile a na-arụ ọrụ na this place bụ Dr. Pat Ndo ọ bịa onye mgbasa ozi nyere Idegwu Day Planning Committee a na-anabata ya si ya Dr. Pat no
Jesus Christ, we so know what I mean by the temple in there, like I saw here. I will. I saw the wire. Then I get there, even to go down. I said, you go. Even when I got only to go down, like a leg.
I na-ekwu na a na-akpa aja gbakọ ọnụ ka akụziere ụlọ etu ụbọchị ga-esi adị mma onye si mba taa ahụhụ were bịa Mr. Humphrey gọọ na gị Mr. Humphrey gọọ na gị onye ahụ nnukwu onye pụta nnukwu Hana simple. Hana real one very simple. Wana ye de anishi dureju. Ya onye ọbụla na ya n'ihu. De ya no ọnụ ọ ga-agba ya okwu. Ọ ga-amụta ihe okwu n'ihu dada. Keynote speaker Mr. Alphonsus Ahanna Ejidike Hana sị no na no. Ya ha dị over to you.
Achina kwenu. Ụmụ Achina Idegwu kwezuenu. The chairman of the nation, Chief Governor of the editor-in-chief of Achina Idegwu book, Professor John Lara, the guest speaker, coming all the way from Idegwu, Chief Humphrey Ahanna anyị na-asị gị nnọọ ọba anyị gbachi our own brother Reverend Father our own Reverend Father maka ntinye ego ọnọ dịka mbụ anyị chọọ ndị ụkọchukwu ọ bụ onye ji enwe fọrọ onye nwanne eji fada wee daa akwụkwọ eweta m akwụkwọ si n'akwụkwọ agụmakwụkwọ Barrister Chima Ezewamba Wazuaru, you're welcome. As we go into the on the business summit. Business summit. I could being successful. And here, being successful, when I join, we watch another. We will wine again. I lay down, I won't wine and I want to be very. Oh, you're not young. And then I do a job. If I see Potter, when you got to see it. I was the guy there, every mile of a business. The mother the mother boy, the suitability much. Wherever we have that. I dare them with all the temple. Where goes the women or what I said, but not making all yet. I will shut down one night working. A distinguished business guru, a very successful man in business, and everything we do business. When he entered, Naka or guest speaker, Chief Humphrey, one and fine as it. I will do the Rana, Namado is although there are good billionaires in the next few years, actually. Thank you. God bless you.
The chairman of the day, Sir Don Eze, Owele Nagwata, Achikota. So for the day, Mr. Humphrey Idegwu Day. The Igbo name, I've been studying it for the past 4 months. I think I'm past that. My God shaking in this mobile. But before, here I know I got was he got passed away out one. Professor our OPG, Honorable Permanent Secretary Emeritus. I am asking my brother, but I want brother PG. I just collect the asset. I have brother PG. Man, our own PG, Honorable Tony Ezewaka. Then our own professor, Professor Joe Onilaga, Onyenkem. And see now my own brother professor. I go back there. Okaboku. And we also have brother. But okay, my uncle father. Oh, my uncle at least. Okay, now Echi Ozu father, Ozu bishop, Doctor Father, Reverend Father John Mondiano, Professor Cyril D, Mr. Obi Nawakado, the guru is everywhere. And all other members, the press, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to establish the protocol. But here never might be very simple. When I go this summit, I feel in all the month, I know Christmas, we realize we know I already know where you choose over. Can we hide the raka? Or buy never? I see the hide the raka when I was not a dream man. I want to know to Zilai. On a book, a buying, Idegwu years ago, you get registered. You get registered. You are going shop 250,000 and money video registration. You could walk over a flight. But not the common can not be free. But I will give it. Here register for it to 300 people. We established an online registration platform on one of them. Many of you here are registered. We have 300 registered people to attend this conference or summit. My name is Tetora. When my summit will be the local, one more colleague first. And like our PG said, nine but I will be the no. I know I try to put them. And then one of us here. Check over na park on the check them. On a bata na shop na Lagos. Also the big men in area. And then on that area, in the we not going to check those spare parts. Near there late, people in the area. Upon as those spare parts. So you can't make the general shop is also by you. Nanda has a problem, no problem now. So I chose. Only one and nine without much ado. My Kenya don't sign and the waste time. I won't want to keep us to go on. Man, all my bad is very, very simple. I see. Now the keynote speaker, see all the way there. And that I have a father. Or a member of the cabinet is now on the treasury. Mana o kwego ndị Achina nkwa sị na ya ga-abịa ebe a taa. Igwe na-abịa asị ya ka ya jee na ya na-eje ka ya jee pụta. In the order of protocol, a ga-ebu ụzọ n'ihe keynote speaker na-ekwu wee nụbazie other speakers anyị nwere who are also gurus in their own right. I ga-amụta amụmụ today. So, ka m ghara egwu n'oge oge ụcha anyị ngazinu pen na-emewepụta ngazinu pen ka anyị ga-enye ntị ihe Achina speaker for today. Onye anọ a ọ sị m ụgwọ ụlọ na ya bụ a trade. Mana agaghị m akọrọ ụlọ okpukpe ihe ahụ na ọ bụ president ndị Chamber of Commerce na Anambra ya bụrụkwa nke ndị na Sima. Maazị onye ruru ịbụ president Chamber of Commerce, ụnụ ma ya bụ Chamber of Commerce. Ụnụ ya amazi ebe anyị. Mana onye na-agba ya okwu today si m bụ ụnụ na ya bụ trader. So without much ado, a na-akpọpụta Mr. Humphrey Idegwu Obi nke ọ na-abịa.
Good afternoon. Because Mr. Chairman, sir,
Be adjusted.
the Reverend Father,
Yes, we can.
I'm going to afternoon Apollo, and I'm sure I'm for you. And when we can make mistake, so it will be better than alcohol. And one of the governors there from Umunna in the Mbago, Nana all protocol observed, established protocol, and go straight to ihe Chinwes Kamme. Abum Mr. Humphrey Gona, the Abram chief, because my way has not offered me one. And not to be mother will be chief. And you put a Honda major goes on with her. So, nature, and you bring him. That was their chief, my neighbor, and Kana Zamisa. Then she was come to but when the Macron were in Manapo, she will become President for Alpha. In fact, they will go main one national and not China. Because we have been a very close friend for a long time, but seeing for the first time today. So many areas boy for a long time. Manai Napum is Sitata. And after today, because if anything takes me to Lagos, I don't think I will go. Namu, but don't come and Namuni Apple or wherever she stays. And don't come born at the Anambra. If it's possible, I will ask her to check on me. Thank you very much. You asked me to speak for 1 hour. I will time myself. Once it's 1 hour, I will stop. So if you have clock and check my time, I'm a obedient servant. A train like ask you for 5 minutes, equal 5 minutes, ask you for 10 minutes, equal 10 minutes, that's my training. Well, like she said, I'm a trader. I'm running Navy. It has come to being successful. Being successful. And I want a job, soon as success is ability to reach your goal in life. Whatever those goals may be, it depends on what is your goal. Like the Reverend Father here, whom we go, and until we go to the toppest, the man ought to be very, very successful. And whenever I want to, let me establish that everybody here is a businessman. Even the Reverend Father is a businessman. Sometimes when you say that a priest is a businessman, it's difficult for us to believe. His business is to convert souls, prepare souls for heaven, and that's from where he eats. So whatever you do in life, and that's from where you get your feeding, is business. Whether you're a doctor, a lawyer, a teacher, or what, or a trader. Because when I say her business, I am not the trader. Apart from the trader business, everything you do in life, you're a businessman. And even now, we only one method to succeed. There were 2 methods to achieve your goal. Also, we let farmer. So that's the thing. Then everybody, man or woman, want to succeed and prosper in whatever sector the person is involved. May we make may we want each of the successful in all one. in a day, maybe aim is to succeed. Is it true? Nobody wants to fail or be dropped out in the business circle. It is true that everybody wants to succeed, but the fact remains that some succeed while others fail. Sure. Omadu needed is successful. Man, everybody wants to be successful, but some succeed, some are succeeded. For the small she, or his yoke or she. Only to kill or adult successful. If not, God will not bring you out. Most of the time, we are responsible for adult successful. I only know. So, then it is important to know that level of success does not depend on the struggle of an individual. Now struggle. Yes, fine. But at the level of success doesn't come truly only from that. Check any truck pushers. Check your truck passenger. Are they the richest? Do you work more than them? I may even tell you that they make more money than you. And yet they are not successful, they are not rich, even when they make more money than you. If anybody has any time traveled, no matter how early in a travel, if you can garage or your passenger goes on whatever, which means he wake up earlier than you and goes back after you have gone to bed. They work hard, and yet they are not the richest. Something is responsible for that. If God will help us with time, we will touch some of those things and see reasons why they are not the best. So, this does not mean that hard work is not rewarded. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying you should be sleeping and make it. Hard work is rewarded, but you can do all those things and still at last mess it up. You will not be anything. Example, Ncholinya, Kamwelu, serving medicine. Why man Ndia medicine block, Kunye cement. I don't know what they charge here, but it's almost everything. If they come to work in your house, they charge about 7,000 a day today. Is it true? Okay. Over on 7,000 a day. Then if you work only for 4 days in a week, 4 days alone in a week, you will be making 112,000 in a month. You will be making 112,000 in a month. 4 days, all 6 days, 4 days. Then all 5 days will make a 140,000. I have opportunity to know some of them that work 6 days every week. They work with contractor, and yet any day all chalo eko one DBI. And that's why all chalo go bush shovel. Because all are not home with nothing. But somebody now low you and I put 50,000 now put on my wow. When you make it 140,000 now a year ago. You get what I'm saying? When you make it 140,000 now a year ago, when you put all 50,000 a month now put on my wow. Then make foundation now loom. Something is responsible for it. Then when some success in business come through what you must have to do in order to succeed, to be successful, there's something you must do. Otherwise, you will not. Number one, it comes from God. you will not keep God by the side. If you keep God by the side, you have a total fail. I don't know who you believe, but whatever thing, God is number one. So, number two, by taking into consideration some basic principles you must adopt in order to be successful. If you fail, you cannot, even with God. Nothing is impossible for God. Onwe nwoke a na-akpọ Balak mgbe anyị pere mpe a na-enene na TV, onweghị ife ọ na-alụ. Ọ sị na ya nọdụ bụ ife ya eri ya na-abata, but the man didn't end well. It didn't end well. Ọ ihe kpata be egburu ya, so ọsụsọ ihe ka ọma abata ha. So I don't think it's okay. One, God. Anyị elota na eluigwe n'ụwa na ihe niile dị n'ime egwu Chukwu nwe ya. Ọ bụrụ na ịgụọ Baịbụl na Psalm 24:1, ọ sị eluigwe n'ụwa bụ nke Chukwu na ihe niile dị n'ime ya. So if you depend on God as a child of God, you will benefit with what your father has. Then if it's true, no Chukwu nwe ife niile, that God nwe ife niile has made that provision for you, that you will inherit what he has. Nyanwa kpata mgbe ọ na-agwa ụmụ Israel okwu na Deuteronomy 8:17, ọ sị ha, you may say to yourself, my power and my strength and the strength of my hand has produced this wealth for me. Inwe ike na-eche no power o na ike yu meri. Oge m na-asị na o depend on that. Ị na-eche no ike yu meri. Ọ sị no, verse 18, but remember the Lord your God, for it is he who gives you ability to produce wealth and to confirm his covenant, which he swore to your ancestors as it is today. Which means God chọrọ nkwanya kwelu ka emee ya. O kwego nkwanye ya adị successful, and because God has ikwe nkwanye ya adị successful, ọ chọrọ ka eme achieve that successful. You know, I used to tell people, the problem is me, not God. If God make something ọkwadolu, onye ya akwụsị na ma ya enweta is not Satan. Sometimes you call Satan, it's not true. Onwe ihe Satan na-eme. Ha ekwensu mere na lie, ekwensu enweghị o mere. Ọchị asị ọbụghị chi. The only person that can stop ihe God proposed for me is me, not God, not Satan, not any human being. No wicked man can stop ihe God proposed for me, but me can stop it. So at times I may know why I say no chi. Therefore, God is the author of the real success in life, which he has made. Adam. Or see now Genesis 1:28, and God blessed them, and God said to them, be fruitful and multiply. So God has given command that you will be fruitful and multiply. It's not talking about you be a children. Multiplying in whatever thing you do. Now shop where you are, where you are a medical doctor, where you are a teacher, where you are doing whatever thing, God said, grow in it. So God has no hand in you not doing well. Then, also, by taking into consideration some basic principles that will bring success to you. Let me say this. Every good thing in life comes with a price. You agree? Every good things in life come with a price. For instance, practically everything in shopping mall is open to everybody for a takeaway. Have you been to a big supermarket? If to be now but they don't wear basket. You pull basket. If only he know when mother they wear on. Do anybody disturb you? Okay. So quack. ịkwakọcha ihe niile ahụ. They just demanded just little thing for you to carry it and go. What do they demand? Just pay. Got I am. Everything in supermarkets, people, it's all when they can akwa. When they na adọkpụrụ nke a na-adọkpụ n'aka, ịbata nke ahụ a na-akwa akwa gị chọọ ịdọkpụrụ ya, ị na-ekpokọ ife na awụ onye ọ na-agbachite gị nkịtị. Ndị na-ebe ahụ agbachite nkịtị na-ekpokọ na-akwa ya. Ịkwakọ echi ịpụta ebe ahụ, just little thing. And that little thing they need is except one little small condition, and that condition you need to pay. The mode of payment may even be traceable and perhaps appear quite friendly, like buy now and pay later, or pay little by little as usually found abroad. But you must pay. So, etu ahụ ka ọ dị n'ihe ọnwụ n'ime you must pay. If you don't pay, you won't get it. There must be a price you will pay or you will not have it. There must be a price you will pay or you miss it. Be sure about what you want from life and double sure. Be sure about what you want in life and double sure of what you have to give in return. First of all, you need to know what you want. I'm a person who never want to be a trader. I never believed in my life that I would be a trader. Onye nkuzi m na-akpọ m lawyer na primary school. Ebesia, I begin to see onwe doctor m bi na be ha ọnata. My mind began to change that I would be a doctor. But after primary 6, the whole thing turned opposite. I sit for exams. My half brother, who's supposed to pay my school fee, Osimba, unless I'm passing federal, I'm passing federal. When other results are coming, by then I'm in school. I won't go in a custom. So now becha akwa odumgbe federal kala wo na pass nwe long but you see na me just secondary school agale kum na and I refuse ndị mmadụ na-agbata for apprentice. I refuse to go anywhere. I say go na mma agolele akwụkwọ. I begin manual job na-egbu akwụkwọ ego na-eje ọnụ na-esevu ego. Secondary school. Within the 6 months, I have saved a lot of money that will take me to secondary school. But I asked myself, I have to wait for another 6 months when I go exam because you get to go. So I asked myself, Njebe Moses student who will pay the school fee for me. I accepted to go for apprentice. I accepted that faith, which means something nature we can fail, you look for another thing. It's only that time that I accepted the job for you. I was here. So if you actually make open the choice first, if I make mechanical. I hate being a trader, but eventually I found myself there. And Banye Willie came in and one boy faithfully serve my master faithfully. Know the business more than my master. I know it. I know when I was him that he trained me, but I know it more than him. Because Banye look through na macho his afia. No labor him for long women. That's what is required. So, what you give is what you will receive. What you give into anything is what you will receive. It's even in the Bible, Galatians 6:7. What you sow is what you will reap. Example of the life of successful people, and you examine the life of successful people, and you will find that they have paid the price that is in direct proportion to the amount of success they have earned. I went to Port Harcourt when I was the president of the Navy Chamber of Commerce. I went to Port Harcourt to see IG meeting chamber. I had somebody in Port Harcourt for ya, I for ya about 3 o'clock, said because I told you. I said, okay, I be by 12. 9 o'clock, and I don't know my people not to west side by 12. So when I went outside there by 12, I said, no, 12 go, and so only 12 or some 12 rabbi. I said, what she said, that guy have your son office. I missed Bassa meeting Nana Hotel. When they were to 11, I called up. Go office, do office, and the mad paginate. He was still seeing people in the office. I tell you, 12 now, the only name is Osai Bata. I Bata and normal villain. I shared with him the office I took newly, how I meet it, and so on. After that, also, he said I meet a deficit of about 1.9 million or something. So when we are leaving the office, we need 2 million naira to meet up. But on our low, as at 12 o'clock, many of us sleep before 7 o'clock. I have somebody, up to today, I'm 75, about 75 years. I'm approaching 75. I'm not yet 75, but I'm close to 75. But I still wake up in the morning, 10 minutes to 4 every morning. It's part of me. Then I leave my house 7:30. I'm in my office. For somebody on a kai or they ban a kai. They make sure I said no. The time I'm working, you are enjoying. Now I will not give you, I have to use it to enjoy myself. So I'm a wicked man to him. But if you are working, struggling in Weho, I can share my own with you. If I see you hard working, but you didn't make it, I can share my own with you. But if you are sleeping and I'm working, I will not share my own because I also needed to sleep. But I deny myself sleep in order to make it. So if I make it after denying myself sleep, I will not give you. You may not like it, but that's me. So, then, close examination will always reveal years of study and preparation before great success is achieved. Obona Igbo Genesis 2, 8 to 15. If not God, woke Adam and Eve, he went to the garden, got everything man needed. Everything. He so prepared that garden so wonderfully that nothing was lacking in that garden. And bring Adam in a platter of gold, tinye n'ime ebe ahụ mana onwe ihe Chukwu wepụrụ. Ijekọ verse 16, God said to Adam, walk here, which means if Adam failed to walk, he will not eat. Does it make meaning to you? Why not God allow Adam to just get there and continue to eat, dance, eat? He said walk. Which means from the day he doesn't want you to be idle. He doesn't want you to sit down and eat. He wants you to walk before you eat. Or you don't walk. Even Paul, also if you don't walk, don't eat. Today we have a lot of people who don't want to walk, but they want to eat. Let me say this. Manna that only once. And since manna dachalo, no tata manna ada behozo. And manna ada zozo. So onye potolo to funidie ase. The principle is Thank you very much. The principle is a consistent in virtually every field of individual achievement in arts, medicine, science, trading, manufacturing, farming, or any other business. The principle is the same thing. Nothing worthwhile ever comes easy. As you consider your own goal, also consider what you are willing to sacrifice for what you expected to achieve. The economy can be doubting and cannot be predicted, but even in difficult times, there are ways to stay afloat and come out top. If you are feeling the pressure of the economy climate, you are not alone. In the Bible days, Isaac, during his time, Bible says no called no Gani. But even at that time, no Gani, Bible says that Isaac sowed a seed and lived 100-fold, which means situation like this is not an excuse. The economy is bad is not an excuse. It's no reason why you go home and sleep. It's when the economy is bad is when you make more effort to stand up. Then today things are challenging. Many business strategies are failing because instability in the government policies or currency fluctuation is a challenge. I agree with you. There is a global economic crisis that also affected our country, Nigeria, negatively. Instability in the government policies. Instability in government policies is one of the major problems. It has made it more difficult for any plan to hold. But in all this, keep on and you will succeed. Keep your head up. When things are tough, it can be hard to stay up. Just remember to keep your head up and smile, even if you feel forced. After all, if you give up, nobody will come to your rescue. Again, maybe do a small business no. Osuzon Newi Kutis walked into my office. I will na pagali chan of almost friend. He says, sir, I'll give you one advice. He said, no matter whatever that is happening, don't park. If you park, you can't come back. In advice on him, he also name or they call me here Nigeria na Achebo. Osina Posokwana, Nempose, Namaye Chigas, only him watch na WhatsApp one day. You can go na WhatsApp, I'll just go to it. A story, a young lady was driving. Yeah, papa and on a motor. Then the lady was driving with her father. They come upon a storm, and the young lady asked the father, "What should I do?" He said, "Keep driving." Then as they were moving,
somebody actually too. And when I join you, what skill do you have? Talk to me, let me see how I can help you. And you find out that many are just boys. So, if you have not written a book, what you said here resonates well. That some of us are trying to do in our small way, but you have the platform. Because if you have not, can you promise? In fact, I don't know when guys will take them on China Idegwu Day next year. And we want to have influx, thousands of new coming in. And they are looking for money, quick money. They don't realize that they need to have skills. They need to discover their life purpose, their talent, and even them can do it. I didn't get your name, but I'm really impressed. All my name is in your name. You
go overseas. Many people now go out overseas, work and stay in school, but you must have lesser time for business and more time for school. Here with the shoes, business, people are another business need full time. Business each of them will part-time. The business will be part-time. It may not flow like onye a full-time. But depending, take for instance, there is a story, part of story, which I could share. Afraid of time. Fine, job, half up. And I got there, that street. Now to those beans, that big man's water, looking for who will carry it. They went to the big man. I said, "Oga, this Thursday we can be carrying it for you. Can you?" "Yes, small money." I said, to organize many people in there. Then after that, they went and looked for truck pushers. Get truck pushers. For truck pushers. Truck pushers, our truck pushers, keynote. Weekend, they collect money, how you see it, and make it here. The money, but I go deeper. I know that last will be good to me, but they don't go good. I don't know about them now. That is business. They are not involved. They now take the truck pushers. What they have, leisure time, I got their mom and the truck pushers and go to school. Those things, it's a business. They use initiative, started it, but have other people doing it, paying them, and they're collecting money. You can start something small. Somebody can be there. Now manage, and you have little knowledge of it. If you spend more time there, exam. You hear me? Spend little time, just like what over hours they are long. If you student, you won't work more than that hour. So you study when it will not help, but you can be a student and be doing something. You can be a student half hour if you then have to. So you can be a student now by now. I have a compact loan and can. They go and went me on the more than just on each time they were a break. So, and she learned something again at their leisure time to do it instead of wasting that time or more. A lot of people spend useless time in her. It's part of teaching. Facebook, WhatsApp, no, people waste useless time. It's one of the things I advise people never to be friendly with. They are wonderful things. All these things were wonderful things. I use WhatsApp for business. Outside business, I can't chat with you on it. How for chatting? Time each other. Something balloon. Time each other Facebook. And in all of them, but you will not see me there. I'm on Facebook, but you know it came from, unless no way business which your email advertise ever in fear. I'm on WhatsApp, apart from the general business, you have to know. You need to share. Every happen there. I would have completed book. And there were people that offered to help me. In fact, I'm the president of Southeast South Chamber of Commerce. That's the president of Eastern Citadel. I'm the national vice president of NASIMA, Nigerian Association of Chamber of Commerce. Many people have asked, and some publishers has come, that I should voice it and they will write it, and I have started. But like I said, I'm a weak father. All the preliminary email about one year, and this is equal. I jot on things I will talk about. I jot on business, I jot on marriage. I have many fields I can discuss. I have many fields I can discuss in seminar. I have started on business, I have started on marriage, who can complete it, but I hope to complete them because somewhere when they hope in that moment.
I started production. Number one is that Lagos is where it is. If you have an office in the government, you go to Igbo, you know, answer. If you have an Igbo, half an Igbo answer. If you give go to the hotel, then you have to go about people that actually be when you go email, or you not go Igbo. You gave what? A supplier in mother here. When you agree the area, who fair move, but I told you don't fair move. No messing with the Ghana. So, you told me people buy also, you can I can't do it. Or if we are also, or you mind also. Or didn't move to one, why can't I not fair move? That's the Thank you.
If it's me, that's if it's me. People if mafia. Like when I was talking and speaking, I said it about Shikas. There is only a son tome. Them a product, Ihe kali ogalanya wo, no nyocha bi fe ya chogwe no bi fe ya cha. Ya we no bi ya cha. So immediately people mafia nata check fully people na today telephone to be chop up aboro go na phone still na cross check ya afia no chimulo ne dey to akali fem so oboke when che we dey go telephone na odugo dey mu so mulo agbamonya ozimo Osimbuchiga, you can answer Haria, or Simbuchiga, not a Medusa, and then across our and maybe name was also in return of it. Because of the man, I got over now. That's one. Then about a business. Environment in a business, I'm sorry if you misunderstand me on this. May a business is part of teaching and any business in a na contraband, anything that can expose you, it's all the money I found on fault. Oh, okay. I'm not trying to somebody will get a lamp of their report on them to contain a tire. Maybe contain a tire. Then we did a tire spice in Matna of Guava. The way see a lamp of police what saved me? Okay, I didn't have to tire. To a tire, because tire with 40% duty. My mother spare parts with 10% duty. After that, you see, post the spare parts. A day spare parts, and wait 10% duty buyer. And no one because Mama I hate tire. Now you die, now you produce more documents. But no, we go down when we have possible normal, so because I produce documents now for the tire. Police, they are not going to a police. As soon as I start to go across, what boy you say, oh, that's this will be tired. As soon as I go across, so not is so. What boy you need, I check. Say, as soon as this will be tired. As soon as I go across, no, who is so. Oh, what boy, no one boy you need. So when I appear the next day, like I'm not ready to look at that the next day, I went and meet the police. And I produced documents that proves now to retire. In Achina Idegwu, a shipping company for documents tire. A manifest for tire. If you are honest in your business, don't fear the crowd.
Starting the election, I'm going to your again, our thanks. I know you want to. Yes, we need to do so.
Uncle, welcome, sir. Ezoku. Honorable Tony Ezewaka, PG, Achina Union. Yeah, thank you. Fine.
On and one coming.
Wow. All right, ma. Wow. I got to go to Ijara. Welcome, sir. Yes. I'm fine, sir.
Don't worry, okay, thank you very much for this privilege. I actually count it as a very rare one. And the very this afternoon, but that now my teaching will not only enlighten you, but it is going to push you to take some steps in 2025. You see, one thing about me, I'm a kind of person that when I learn, and I encourage people to go that direction. And agriculture, for one line, that must not be a business. Agriculture, for one line, that must not be what? A business. Let me explain. There are things you can use your money to do, but there are things you are not supposed to use your money to do 100%. Let me give you an example. I know I watch Barista every morning on social media, go on and exercise. And then visit go come here and Lagos very early up to go and exercise. No matter her level of success, no matter they go with, nobody will exercise for her. Something that has to benefit her. And I definitely now. So agriculture, after you find it, really push you aside. Then I feel I get you down the way they go. And we're a part in the Bible that a borrower is a slave to the lender. I have put that place in the Bible. And we're going to go there in the Bible. Now let me also tell you, we're not going to depend on anybody to eat. Is also a slave to that person. I don't mean anything, no. We're not only producing you're a slave to the person. Are you aware? And let me also shock you. We call what we produce food. But when it's not food, it is poison. When what we produce is not food, is what? Poison. And because most of the things we eat more of poison than food. That's why if food this generation and I say, one guy will be the problem. That's not there is a cigar or there are yet don't will be the issues. Inside that now, beyond the days there are other things. We eat more of poison these days than food. Our fathers were more healthy than us. I want to water the ground first. At least, after more by cheating and buying afọkwa mụ na ewu dị na be anyị mgbe mpe. And at least my grandma of those days, most of ife ọ na-enye anyị n'ụlọ bụ original, produced by her. Ọ bụrụ na dị ka ọ hụrụ gị, enwere ihe ọ dị na-agwọ, ọ gwụọ ya n'azụ na ọkọ na akpati ya. Ọ gwọcha ya iri ma na iri nri. Our fathers in those days, if you check very well, 60% of what they eat, they produce themselves. Now, come down to, this is grown very, very far. Let's say 20 years ago. But now, come to 2024. I made a survey in this room now, and I asked a question. 100% of what you ate in 2024, how many of them did you produce? At the moment, you need more weight and how many of them did you produce? As if you rate it in a percentage, what would you rate it? And when you pay 90, now we are paying 90, 80, 70. Oh, we now got to 70. And that is also blind day now wine. Today. I'm not surprised over in Yaka because that is where farming has gone to and which is not what it's supposed to be. Now I got that to 60. 60. Okay, I'm going to go to 50. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10. Okay, 20. Is it 20? 20. Okay, can I make a little interview? Only put 20. Only give me a mic. Go and if everybody need to produce 20 for 20.
Praise the Lord. This year, I produce though we have one anyway. Name Bas Mogo Abokadiaba Abubay Oko and the Indian also the party.
Okay, that's all right. I just
very large expanse of land Apple.
okay, we don't like Korea.
So you there. I really know to great it means that most of Unyari was actually from someone else. And you know that mostly Unyari is from where? North. And let me tell you, and we video for yesterday on social media. Everyone was Ake on the level was or Chinitia, Nasa and Kota, Mama Yafoya. Na say na kota na mili kota na gafa osapa you take in a barrier. Somebody will say you da put away na barrier or did this name on in there. So there is need for every one of us to go back to agriculture. And if we can see no agriculture is stressful, that is why we want to run this teaching. So because of my time, we will go straight to what we have. Number one, today in background, I need us to understand something. As Nigeria is rich in natural resources, okay? And most times when we say that Nigeria is rich in natural resources, things are mentionable. Oil. Okay? But do you know that sun in a joy, the sunlight in a joy today, there are countries that don't have it. Are you aware? Nigeria is called a tropical country because I know sun year round. There are countries that don't have sun year round. And plants can never grow without what? Sun. Nigeria as a country, I enjoy rainy season. In fact, sometimes in military but I need to break a reason. There are countries that don't get it like that. And the period I need rainy season in this country they reach 5 months. There are countries that don't have it. The climatic condition of Nigeria is always favorable for plants. Climatic condition of Nigeria is favorable for plants. There are countries that have to create artificial climatic conditions for them to be able to farm. But we have all of them free. So forget about oil. If you look at Nigeria from the expanse of land to all these conditions I mentioned, the fact that Nigeria is supposed to feed the world. In an area from an anywhere to government to the youth. Youths don't go to farming. Akwaima, you find the farming within the age of the older generations. Like my dad now. My dad they can reach, but before they reach Madoko, Junior Wako they until all harvest there is young. That's when he will do his own reaching. Mana, to us, those things doesn't mean to be able to make sure that they are getting the natural thing that plants needs for it to thrive. And they produce that themselves. And what I'm going to share with us now is some of the things that will help us begin to leverage on agriculture. Now, if you look at Africa generally, in Africa generally, you find out that now with a single commodity, our economy rests on single commodity. Okay? Economy in Nigeria can rest on oil. The same way you will mention many other countries, but my name will say, Oburos also rest on single commodity, but we rest on them in their raw form. Not after it has passed through the different value chain. And if you look at agriculture, anything in Israel, something like that, will they produce here. Manina will they convert add value to it. Two of us. When we want statistic to watch on cocoa, I found out that they make money na cocoa when they turn that cocoa seed to chocolate, and people that are retailing chocolate. And if they produce the cocoa itself, we are taking 2% from the value chain. So in the entire value chain, also they produce that cocoa where we get 2%. So we'll still get to that part, but let us also go back to the farm. So one of the things I want to share with us now is to open us to understand why we farm and what plants need, so that if what today you can go back to the farm. So now, number one thing we need to look at, one thing we need to look at is how we farm. Why do we farm? What does plants need? There are 3 things that plants need to grow. 3 things that plants need. Number 1, sand. Anna. Okay? Yes. Number 2 thing, we need water. Okay? Yes. Then number 3 thing, favorable climatic condition. And anyone as a country we have all those things. Remember what I'm here to do is to bring you out of the traditional way, which is making us totally dependent on the natural, and also find a way we can find alternatives. More product like it now, I know coaching. They buy now, have to go na farming. Man will do so bam now. We know na chop again ubi okay. But we are not trying to teach you how you can be able to farm year round, how you can be able to produce what you and your family, how you can utilize the spacing around your place and be able to start farming. And the only route to it is for us to be able to understand these 3 things. Also, here you open up in half for the more of man. The 3 things I'm paying. Number 1, beginning. Anna. Number 2, beginning. Miri. Number 3, beginning. Now let's go to the first one, Anna. Plants need in Anna go to manure, nutrients. Now plants need in Anna go to. Whenever I agree, I hope no nutrients. Now let me tell you, what plants need in Anna is just 3 things. 3 things. Let me also mention it. Number 1, Anna provides anchor for plants. That's why you got food goes okay, food can count over now. Why you be that Anajia? He provides anchor. Number 2, he helps to retain water. What the company is the manner, affording cannot sustain some of the plants I know today. Like we do inwe plantain gị ga-ejidenwu ogbe ọbụla ogbu mana banyere ọkọchị ọma jidenwuzi ya. Why? Because all I could go mmiri dị about mmiri dị na-adị enough in your strength to hold the bunch. Now tell me now. Number 3, bụ ihe ọ na-eme pụtara na plant also needs carbon dioxide. You understand? So that cell ana helps to give it access because here I know carbon dioxide, but at the root everything they make it naga. So these are the 3 things. Nutrient is secondary. These are the 3 things that the soil and